Hello students, in this video we are going to tell you about the procedure of soldering and we will give you step by step instructions how to solder your components on PCB. In our projects we are going to use this kind of PCB which is very much similar like your breadboard. So you will find that there are tracks which are running parallel, and if you can provide VCC or ground, then you have access to VCC and ground across the PCB. And then you have other tracks to fit your ICs, and there are many connections which are not made. For that you will have to do some soldering. The other side of PCB is to be used for placing the components and interconnecting wires. So every component and every wire connection will be on this side, and every soldering connection will be on this side. There should not be any component or wire on this side. So the first tool which we have for soldering is the soldering iron. This one is a used soldering iron, and if you will look at the tip has been deformed. It is not in a good shape, and this is not good for soldering. So what we will do, we will take a new one and now you can look at the tip of the new soldering iron. This one is at a perfect 45-degree angle, and this is perfectly flat. Now if you have a soldering iron which is of this shape, you should use one sand filer, and by filing it you will again get 45-degree angle. This is very soft material, very easy to file, and before you start soldering you should file it to get the perfect angle. Along with soldering iron you will need the soldering wire also, which is made up of solder material and which will melt very easily at lower temperature. Then one more instruction which one can neglect: while we are soldering, always use the soldering stand. If you are not using soldering stand, then there is a chance that you will put it somewhere on the board, somewhere on the desk, and if you realize the wire of this soldering iron have been burnt by these misplacings only, and they can give you electric shock as well. So always use the stand when you are soldering. And take care that wire is always away from the heated components. This is called soldering flux. This is used to enhance the quality of your soldering. That means it will help you to have a better connection. So while we solder, we will use flux along with the soldering wire. Now we can start placing some of the components. So the very first component which we have is a resistor. These two tools you must have when you are soldering. This one is wire stripper, so whenever you need to cut down or strip the wires, you will need it. And this is nose plier. So now if you look at this resistor, you cannot place it as it is on the PCB. So you need to have a proper shape. So hold it and make both the wires perfectly straight. Then you hold it from here and give it a turn so that it is 90-degree with respect to the resistor component. Similarly, on this side you hold it and make it 90-degree turn. So the resistor will look like this. Now we take our PCB, and first of all we have to plan our project, that where are we going to put the resistors, where will be ICs, and where will be power supply. Everything we have to plan. You can use a pencil or sketch pen to plan the locations. There are some softwares also which can help you in doing that. This planning you have to do in advance. Now I have kept my resistance, and you will find that it is perfectly fitting. If you don't bend the wires to 90 degree, the components will not perfectly fit inside your PCB. The PCBs are having holes at regular intervals, and every component is an integer multiple in terms of length and breadth of these distances. So the